Good morning, my name is Robert, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Peak Design Small Tech Pouch. This is a really nifty tech pouch. It's got a nice sort of front, beautiful front, and it's got Peak Design logo here, nicely put away nicely, and one thing really good. Let's just dive into the whole thing. One thing, let's take a look at the outside of this tech pouch. You'll notice if you turn it around, you have two loops. You can actually turn this into a sling by putting a sling strap between these two attachment points. Here's a feature I always like to use. The Cecil flange here. This is actually a little internal handle, so I can grab the tech pouch like that and carry it around, which is very useful. If I don't want to just have to do this, I can just do that. Okay, without much further ado, let's dive into this tech pouch. You can see it's got one zip that opens up into basically just like one compartment. There's no compartments on the side. It's just one big main compartment. And you see the very famous origami style where you can put stuff in here, 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 here. You have a pocket here where you have a zip pocket, right? So you zip it up, and you have three little pockets. The pocket here, a pocket there, a pocket there. They're about an inch and a half in length, so you can respectfully put some stuff in. So you have the main origami here with a zip, and then you have a second origami thing here, and then you have three bigger pockets. You have a pocket here and a nice big pocket. This is actually a nice big pocket here. You could put charging blocks in here and stuff here. I'll pack it later. And then you have the triangular parts where you can put stuff in there. So you basically have you have the zip thing with three small pockets. You have two big pockets here on that top of the X origami thing. You have the two inner pockets here, and then you have the three nice big pockets in here. Just notice this right now, you actually have a little slip here where you could put a pen if it's all tight there. Anyway, let's pack this thing out. Let's move the camera here. As you can see, I have a whole bunch of EDC items here, which we will use to pack the pouch. And I can also show you some that will fit and some which will not fit. So let's put the camera here. I'm going to first of all get my wallet here. And I'm going to put, let's do it this way. So it's going to be a little bit awkward. I'm not a pro. I'm not a professional like Nomad Nation or certainly not Pack Hacker. So, so this is going to be a little bit janky, but let's bear with me. So it's not how you normally pack a pouch or anything, but I'm going to pack it on the horizontal so I can show you how it goes in. So I put my wallet in this part of the X. I have my rat. Oh, it's a mouse, but I like to call it a rat. Make sure the switch is off. This is the Logitech MX Anywhere. Nick and Ali recommend this mouse for traveling, and I can't blame them. It's a brilliant mouse. It's also great for home workers, for working in an office as well. I've used it in my office many times. So I put that in that part of the X. Let's see. I have a phone battery. I can put that in here. Let's try the pen mount. This is the first time I ever tried the pen mount. Let me just do it here. Let me just do it off camera a little bit. Oh, this is fiddly. This is fiddly as heck, man. But get it in, and voila! My pen is mounted. But I probably will not use it that way. I'll probably use the zip thing. This is probably how I normally put the pens in. Here's a marker, which I use for checking things off a to-do list. Here's a highlighter for highlighting stuff in books. I'll put them in the zip. I'll also I read a lot of books, as you can see. I have some books right here. I read a lot, so I use these bookmarks constantly. So I always have these on the go. And let me, let's put the bookmarks, yeah, I'll put some, no, they're a bit too big. I don't know, just heck with it. I'll put them in the zip pocket right there. So, in my zip pocket. Now, normally, I would not carry, I'm not those people who carry keys in their backpack. I'm just going to put it in there for demonstration purposes. So I'll put my keys in the front like that. Normally for keys, I don't put them in backpacks or pouches. The reason is because I'm a car guy. I travel by a car, not by hoof. If I was living in a big place like Hong Kong or New York City or Chicago, where driving is virtually impractical, then that makes sense. But since I'm driving and I'm going into my house and stuff, I need my keys on me on my belt buckle all the time, or my my jeans. So let's move on. I'll put this in here. That's a phone stand. And finally, let's demonstrate the pockets. Let's do. Here's a charge block. Let's put this. Actually, this. Sorry, I'm going off camera. For a big, thick charging block like this is a laptop charger block. It's a really good one. It's a 65-watt thing that charges laptops, but it's too big for the side one, so I'll put it in the middle. I'll show you how it go in later. Then I have a thinner one. This is a nice one for charging phones. I'll put that in the side. Oh, wow, it's too big for the side. Is it? Oh, I need to futz this thing in. And then, here we go. Now these guys are in my tech pouch. And of course, you need cables. So let me just pack this au naturel the way that I want to pack. I normally pack. I also have a pair of earbuds. Put them in here. I'm running into a problem, you see, because this kind of load, this thing won't. So you see a caveat. For my typical EDC stuff, this thing won't work. This thing's way too small for my ED. And this, this is kind of like what I like to carry around with. So what I do to solve this is I have another tech pack. I've reviewed this in an earlier video. This is the Evergoods Cap 2. And what I do is my plan is to use this for EDC that I need all the time, and then the Cap 2 for EDC that I don't use all the time. So let's just separate some stuff. Okay, so I'm going to take the I don't use the chargers all the time. I only use them in the office. So I'm going to take the chargers out and put them in the Cap 2, and then I want my earbuds. I'm taking my keys out because I use those on my person all the time. So now let's swap this out for. Also, I carry my wallet on me all the time as well. I don't like putting my wallet in my thing. So I got a hero clip, which is great for hanging things anywhere you want. So I'll just put the hero clip there, and I'll just grab another. Grab another cord and put it in here. So now I basically have the EDC stuff that I need to grab in a pinch, which I need this EDC. So I have my bookmarks ready for reading. I have a phone. I have a phone charger bank in case I need to charge my phone. I got some cables in here to attach to the phone bag. I got a mouse in case I need to go on the laptop right away. And then all the other stuff that I don't need right away, I can put in my Cap 2. Like my laptop charger and a few other things. Now, let's close this thing up And you can see now fits everything. This is what it looks like when it's fully packed. It's nice and still looks nice, still nice, big and bulgy or something. So with that said, let's go into the good pros and cons. The pros is I like the X-Pack material. I like the fact that you can wear this as a sling. I haven't tried that yet, but I just like the fact that you can do it. I like it's very important. It self-stands really nicely, so it doesn't flop on your deck. You can have and when you open it up, you have your nice presentation of all your EDC gear, so you can find what you need right at once. However, I am actually planning to return this because I'm not. There's some things about it that I'm not really pleased about. Even though the internal organization, it tends to be. I was expecting the X to be more straight. It's kind of a bit droopy a little bit for me. It's kind of a bit too loose for my taste. This zip pocket's a little bit slack as well. It's not. Actually, maybe it's not so bad. These pockets are really too small. As you can see, I was fighting. Usually with these kind of pockets, I like to use them to put charging blocks in. And as you noticed earlier in the video, those charging blocks were just getting way too. It was a struggle getting them in, and it's not really. As you can see, it's actually not the best for, in my opinion, for cables. I could put a cable in here. It's actually, these pockets are okay for cables. You can see right there, but it's not really the best. I'm gonna take my pen out of this. I don't like that. So let's take the pen out there. So I don't like the droopy origami. Although I like the origami, I don't like the way it's kind of loosey-goosey a bit. I don't like I didn't like the pockets because they were too small. And also the other thing, I told you I wanted to use this for EDC. I want on a pinch. It's only got one zip. It's only got one zip, which means you have to go all the way around. If you had two zips, you could just do boom and it'll be open. If I had the two zips, I could just go boom and I have access. For this, I have to go all the way around, and that freaking. Sorry about my language, but that really annoys me. I have the same problem with the Cap 2, by the way, as I told you in the earlier one with the Cap 2. The zip, it's only got one zip too, but somehow I missed the return window on that one, and I got it from Evergoods, and they have a much. When you buy stuff on sites like Evergoods or Air, the return is much more difficult. One of the most the reason why we all buy on Amazon is because returning things is so much easier. So I think I have a few days, but I wanted to do this video to tell you why I'm planning to return this thing before I actually did. So here you go. That is actually my main complaint on this. It's only got one zip. If this thing had two zips, I would not return it. It's a good pouch. It's one of Nomad Nation's favorite pouches. In fact, it's the one that he recommended. There's a video by Nomad's Nation where he tests all the tech pouches, and this is the one that he recommended. I forget what was the other one. I think it was Tom Talk, or I think it was React Soci. I forget the name of the brand. I think it was the Toshi type. I forget. Forgive me. I forgot the brand. And the other one was this Peak Design. He also, so he liked it. But I think if you're working in an office and quick opening is not so important, and it's just going to stand on your office, I get it. But for me, that's a job for the Cap 2. The Cap 2 is my office tech pouch, so I don't really mind the zip too much. But this one I wanted to be an on-the-go tech pouch where I could access it in the car. I could access it if I needed some EDC in a pinch, and that one zip thing just doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry. Well, I love Nomad's Nation. He is a fantastic. So let's dump this out. The before I wrap up this thing, I just want to, I'm a religious Jew, and I want to show you, you know, you could use this for, if you're in a church or a synagogue and you want to use this for your books, it can handle these small books. This is actually a Mishnah. This is these two books about Jewish law or something. I'm not going to explain that. That's not part of this thing. But no, need to say these are small books, and you could probably fit. In that case, you could put one book in one compartment, another book in another one in that one. I can use this on Shabbat because it's not electrical, and I put my bookmarks in here. And this would be a nice Sabbath or Shabbat arrangement. I have my 3 books in there, and then I can just, oh, that single zip is so, every time I do it, so I have everything in there. Let me finish my sentence. That single zip is so annoying. I wish there were 2, there weren't, so it's going back. Anyway, so, but apart from that one zip problem, it's a very, don't get me wrong, it's a very good bag. The organization is stellar, except I wish the pockets were a little bit less droopy. That, you know, that's just kind of like a fuss pot thing about me, because when it comes to bags, I'm really fussy. Don't ask me why. I'm just one of the most fussy people when it comes to bags. I'm one of those bag nerds. Anyway, but the thing but I can put up with that, and I love the self-standing, but that single zip is just not doing it for me. So that's the reason why I'm planning to return it. Okay, this is Robert Solomon, and this is a review of the Peak Design small X-Pack bag, and with a little bit of comparison with the Evergoods Cap 2 tech pouch. Thank you for watching.